name's Bruce Wayne, and I am the Batman. Fighting injustice isn't always easy, unless you're him. There are times when being a hero works best as a collaborative effort. God knows there are enough terrible situations and even worse people to go around. But sometimes the night needs to be a little darker so we can shine at our brightest. This life isn't about punishing the guilty. It never was. It was always about helping the innocent. And as long as they need help, I will be there, doing it the only way I know how. Even if it means losing it all.
Hi, I'm Ryan Gajan, the writer and director of Mystery of the Batman, The Lost Serial. Obviously, right now is a really tough time for a lot of us, and I know something silly like a little fan film web series probably isn't at the top of anyone's priority list. At the same time, I just felt like maybe we could use a little bit of entertainment, a little bit of escapism, just to kind of keep our minds off of whatever's going on outside of our front door. Without further ado, Mystery of the Batman, Chapter 6, The End is the Beginning is the End, will finally be released on Friday, May 1st, 2020 at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. So check your local listings on youtube.com/BigJohnCreations. Now, for the past year or so, I know a lot of the fans of the Mystery of the Batman have been asking me, when are you going to release Chapter 6? When are you going to do Chapter 6? And my intention was always originally to release Chapters 4 and 5 and then rent out a movie theater and screen all 5 chapters leading up to the premiere of Chapter 6 and kind of have the theatrical screening be the world debut. But obviously the way things are, that didn't quite go according to plan. So I started work on another film called Washed Up, which is kind of my take on Greek mythology meets the 1001 Nights, better known as the Arabian Nights in the West, which was a very exciting project that I was very invested in. My idea was like, okay, let me kind of take a break from the world of Gotham City and Batman, tweak my style a little bit and try to explore new avenues. And then once Washed Up is finished, I can come back and revisit the Mystery of the Batman world with kind of a fresh perspective and go all out with Chapter 6. However, ever since the COVID-19 pandemic and the lockdown, filming for Washed Up has been put on hold indefinitely. And I thought, well, hey, you know, we're all sitting around. I certainly have nothing better to do with my free time. Why not just channel that energy back into Mystery of the Batman and give the fans the film that they've been wanting to see all this time? Why is this the final chapter? There are literally millions of different things you can do with Batman, his family, his extended universe. But the way Mystery of the Batman's always worked from day one is it is a labor of love. It's something that I pour my heart and soul into with each episode, and it's completely funded out of pocket. I don't have a Patreon. I'm not one of those guys who's gonna go out there and beg strangers for money. It was just always something that like I wanted to do for me as a self-expression for my love of the character and to kind of explore this sandbox of different genres. With Mystery of the Batman, you have the 1930s gangster film, you have the Universal monster movies, you have the film noir of the 40s and 50s, the detective pulp stories of that time period. So there's a lot of cool stuff you can play around with. If I can share my love of the character and have someone enjoy it as much as I did making it, that's all the payment in the world. But at the same time, you get to a certain age and you kind of want to pursue different paths creatively. And there is a lot of time and energy that goes into making these that it's about time for me to hang up the cape, if that makes any sense. All right, Friday, May 1st, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, Mystery of the Batman Chapter 6. I'll see you there.